Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. It's the 1st of February and we are having an absolutely outstanding day. It is just stellar. It's still cool here, but it's the nice kind of cool for me. I think it must be right around 80. Very slight breeze, not really hot in the sun yet, but fantastic day. Something I want to talk about here today. I've been going back and forth with one of my subs, and he comments on every video that I've seen. But what's been happening with this fella, he's been censored by YouTube and taken down, and I'm sure on Facebook also. And then he changed his name. He was a Lone Ranger, now he's a Lone Stranger, and he's going to need a new one here pretty soon. But what's happening with him, when I get a comment, I have a beep on my phone, so I can pick up the phone and check the comment out and answer it. I like to answer everybody's comments with at least something. Now, if there's foul remarks on there, I just delete them, and there's also one that pops up on almost every video I put out. It's sexy.com or something like that, and I delete that one right away. And I've been reporting it, so I haven't been seeing it as much. But I get rid of that because this is a family thing that we do here. Well, something that's happening to him, he thought I was deleting his comments. And I went and asked him, are you deleting your comments? Well, neither one of them are deleting them. Now, I see them when they pop up on the my little thing on the phone. I see that they're up and I can read the comments, but it says this comment's been removed and I can't reply to it or anything like that. So I replied to another one on him, and we've been going back and forth. He hasn't been removing them and I haven't been. So what this looks like to me is censorship by YouTube. I guess he's been labeled as a bad actor or something to them. Because he does put up some pretty good stuff, and he has great comments. You look in his comments, the dude seems pretty sharp. So I'm just really bummed out at this. Another thing that was happening, a lot of people hit me on the messenger saying that they got unsubbed, and they didn't unsubscribe. So my numbers are not steadily going up. Like they should be, because it'll say, oh, you've had what do they call that? I forget what they call it on the phone in your YouTube stuff. It'll say, oh, you've gone up by so many subs, and it's always been in the plus column, but my numbers aren't going up. Sometimes they'll go down. They'll back down 4 or 5 and then go up 1 or 2. And it'll say you got this 28-day period, you got 64 subs. And then the last one will say you got 50 subs. Well, how comes I didn't go up 100 and something? I went down by 5 or 6, and then back up to where I was. So they're doing something underhanded with the numbers there. Another thing that they refuse to do, even though I have I have way over the watch hours. This is 4,000 minutes of watch hours. I'm way over 6,000. And I went back just to 365 days, and I'm well up above. And I did everything I was supposed to with the AdSense and all that stuff, and they refused to monetize my channel. They say they sent me a thing that I don't have to do anything; it'll happen automatically. Well, they're not going to monetize me because I'm a conservative channel. That's just the plan. Okay, say good morning.
Hello.
Ha, my little buddy. But so it's are you rickshawing out already? He's rickshawing out already. He's my boy. But there's my two beautiful. Look at those two guys playing in the water. My beautiful baby boys. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I know the monetization would be low amount. Now, what I was planning on doing with every penny of it anyway, if I got anything, was to get you guys to watch, so that it makes sure it sends me a little bit of money. And I was planning on spending it on the people here. There's a lot of people here in the Philippines that they're doing without. It's still really bad here. And a lot of these tourist places, they're pretty much closed because there's nobody going to them. And the Filipinos aren't really going to them. Travel restrictions all over. Now I see it's QCMBFDOZ now from February 1 to 28th. I still don't know what that means. And then the rest is unmodified. And they keep coming up with this stuff. It's like if they don't do something, it's bad, or they got to come up with something like they're busy. So I don't understand all that stuff. Time will tell how it goes here, but I don't know. I am kind of bummed out that they're not going to monetize me, and they're going to censure people on here. They're not allowing them to speak their mind, even though I can still see it. So, Lone Stranger, hit me on the messenger, and you can still comment on the thing, but I can't reply to a lot of them that you're sending me. And he's not the first one. There's anybody. Let me know if you're removing comments. What I have to do is, if I see a comment removed, and there's been quite a few, the only way I can reply to you is scroll down to a comment that you made on a previous video and ask you if you just deleted this last comment, because it's happening quite often. It happens most to the Lone Stranger, but it's also happened to a bunch of your other guys too. Scott was one on there, and Brian, some of yours got deleted. I just thought you did it. So, and then now I'm not getting too many comments, so maybe you were thinking I did it. So I don't do any. The only time I ever remove a comment, like I said in the beginning, it's for one of these sexy channels, or if there's effing this and effing that on there. Now I've had people on there bash me and say shit or crap or something. Now I let those ones fly. But if it starts getting really foul, then I go, and especially if it's a rant. I had a lady on there that was commenting about abortion and all this stuff, and it should be a woman's right and all that. And she got a little bit crazy. She started getting real crazy, so I just blocked her because the language deteriorated into just such foul stuff. And the really thing that sucked was when my phone beeped on there, I let my daughter pick it up, and she's asked me, Papa, what does this FUCKER mean? And I'm like, I said, it's just a woman being foul. Something we don't use around here. So it's a shame, but that's the way it goes. But February 1st, like I said, guys, it just is fabulous out here. Hopefully here, if everything works out, tomorrow we got to go down to get a pass, and we got to do some banking and all that kind of stuff. And we're looking at Wednesday to go down to our house. We just got some new pictures of the house. The girl told me different times, when the tiles go in, it moves really fast after that. Now I'm seeing tiles on the steps. I'm seeing tiles in the bathrooms. The one upstairs bathroom, there's no tile yet. They just got it leveled for the tile. The downstairs one looks like it's got the tile in. The whole house is tiled except for the master bathroom. So it looks to me like once that's set and dry, we're going to be moving along. And then she said the plumbers can get in there to set the toilets and all that kind of stuff, and the electricians can get in and put the switches and all that in, and the Instahots, and put the sinks in the kitchen, and then and paint. Looks like a lot of it's painted already. There's a couple walls upstairs aren't, but downstairs it looks like they're done. So we're pretty excited about moving here. It's going to be the first new home that I've ever had. And but here's the thing, guys. When it comes to building here in the Philippines, I will never ever get a builder to do me a house. I just won't. I had so much headaches with these guys. It's going smooth now, but this house we're in now, we're going to be in here. I believe it's April. We'll be in here 2 years, and we were only supposed to be here 2 or 3 months. And it's because they just wouldn't start the place.
Buy banana.
Talk to your mom. I don't have any cash right now. So excuse me. The cold weather is giving me a tickle in my throat. But I would never deal with them again. When we go to do the next place down in Mindoro, where we get that one started, I'm going to do everything myself and do it. And I might surface that place. I might surface mount all the electric and all the plumbing if I can get copper or anything. That way, if there's any breaks, it won't be in the wall. Our last house, it broke in the wall, and also the plastic on the kitchen. the inside kitchen. It had been leaked so many times, and they kept putting cleaner on it and sticking it back on that you couldn't get anything on, so that pipe had to be just completely disconnected outside and then capped because it had leaked in the wall and done all kinds of really crappy stuff. I don't like the leak in the wall stuff. There's no fixing it. And when they do, they come in, they got to chip big pieces of your wall out. So I'm not into that. I'm not into how they do it. I'll surface mount everything. I'll do EMT, painted EMT, and if I can get copper here. If anybody knows in the Philippines, if you can get copper pipe, that would be great.
Papa, can we buy banana?
No, I don't have money for banana. Talk to Mom. So kids are wanting bananas. They go through quite a bit of them. I go out every time that banana dude drives by. It's not like Tim's Place where you go see a vendor. The vendors come riding by on their little pedal tricycles or on their motorcycle tricycles and bring the stuff. But I'll buy 200-300 pesos worth of bananas. Last time I bought them, these three kids, my sweetie got one. Excuse me. I got one. And they ate the rest out of 300 pesos of bananas. That was a big pile. There had to be a good 15, 16 bananas there, and they just love bananas. And I don't stop them from eating any kind of fruit. I want them to get as much fruit in them as they can. These kids, I'll go and buy 20, 30 apples, and I'm not kidding you guys, they're gone in a matter of a couple days, 2 or 3 days. They suck them up. Mangoes, I don't buy big piles of mangoes because they'll eat them all in one day, so we always buy like 4 mangoes. And when the mango dude comes around, we'll buy 4 more a day or so later, because otherwise they just keep hounding until they get them. So, and I don't want to whip them for stuff like that. I want to give them all the fruit. Either that or we got to hide them. And I don't like doing that because I've hid them before and then I found them a week later because I smelled them. Mangoes here, the really good Filipino ones, they'll go bad pretty quick. When you pick them ripe, ready to eat, you better pick them ripe and eat them because they go pretty quick. Now, they also love these green mangoes. Now, when we get those, my wife will buy a big old bag of them, a couple kilos, and we go through them. I like them too. I seen them eating them, and I never tried them. And then one day, okay, let me try some of those. They dip them in a little bit of salt, and I'll tell you what. Now, every time she makes them, I want some. Those are absolutely delicious. I like the green mango. So, but like I say, I'm just doing some clothes this morning. Philip Farton not doing too much, and just watch out for the censorship guys on all these platforms. They're letting a lot of stuff go through with just notices on Facebook, but I wonder when the hammer's going to drop. So we'll see. So y'all take care. Don't forget to pray for each other. And this is Rick Shaw out.